Congratulations on my Brother the Minotaur. It's such a just a lovely, lovely series. Donal, what inspired you to use mythology as a way to explore growing up and, being an outsider?
Um, I think for with the Minotaur, I was really drawn to him as a sort of a symbol for masculinity and navigating that growing up at that age, kind of preteen. Um, and it was just a lot of fun to sort of to use a traditionally sort of macho figure as a sort of symbol for that aspect of, being a male kid and exploring all of those, complex emotions and feelings you have at that age. And there was just, yeah, something about that image that I was drawn to. And then from there, we just explored other aspects of Greek mythology and mixed it with Irish mythology and built our own sort of world with all those influences. But it kind of started from there.
Oh, amazing. And so what were some of the most exciting and most challenging parts of creating your own show?
Um, the most exciting parts were just sort of, especially in the beginning, just slowly putting it together and just seeing it grow. And it was just like anything was possible. And we really just tried to tell the story we wanted to tell. Like there was nobody was looking for it yet, so we could do whatever we wanted. And then later on, more people came involved and money became involved, and it was like, okay, we have to lock it in. But there was so many other privileges that came along at those later stages, like the people that came on board and just the amazing artwork that came with it and the amazing writing. And so very rewarding just to see it grow and build into something that we had a hope it would be, at the beginning.
And were there any challenges?
Um, Definitely. There was lots. It was a very big undertaking and
Yeah.
we had a big ambition for it. But that's the same for any show. But I think starting everything in production during COVID was a huge
Yeah.
yeah, a huge kind of obstacle that we had to overcome and did. Everybody
Mm.
pulled together, did amazing work, and it was it's like a new frontier, just figuring out how to make it work, sending computers home and everything. And I think that was the main just unexpected challenge, but
Yeah.
everything else was just sort of, you knew it was coming, but you just didn't know to what extent. And but everybody turned up and did an amazing job.
I think that was the main challenge, all right. It was a co-production between ourselves at Dog Ears and Cartoon Saloon, and we originally thought that that would be in our two studios, but it ended up being across hundreds of people's houses, and Ireland north and south, and parts of the UK, and even parts of Europe, just because we couldn't
Yeah.
be together physically. But that also brought a different type of discipline, I think, to the project as well, because people were so focused and were really, really embedded in it and were really enjoying the creative process at that time. So yeah, there were lots of challenges, but also a fantastic crew. The crew that we were able to put together were remarkable, and every single day brought their very, very best to the project.
Oh, that's amazing. I didn't realize that you all put it together during COVID across different
Mm-hmm.
countries, and that's amazing. It looks so seamless, as a finished product. You also both worked on Puff and Rock together. What did you take from series like that, what did you bring to it, or what did you decide to leave behind, as far as My Brother the Minotaur?
Well, we first started working together in Puffernock, and Donald worked with us in Derry and Dog Ears, and we realised really quickly that there was a definite synergy between ourselves and the way we worked together. And the director of this series also was the director of Puffernock season 1 and season 2, Maurice Joyce. So whenever we started working and developing the idea, it was kind of feeling like getting the band back together to say, come on, we'll try and do this. We worked well together before, and let's sort of keep that rolling. In terms of the content, we were really excited about the idea of being able to tell a slightly bigger story, slightly darker story, and for older kids, which was maybe a bit more engaging, and we could push things a bit further. The episodes certainly are longer than anything that we'd worked on before, 20 minutes and then a 1 hour long finale. So all of that felt really exciting. And I think everybody just did their best to rise to the challenge,
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. It was so great talking to you, Fionnuala and Donal. Congratulations on the series.
Thank you
Thank
very
you, Laura.
much.